Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talking Live weekend forecast update here on your July the 10th, 2026. Well, hope you're ready for some wet weather because that's what we have in store for us here, not only as we wrap up your Friday, but those high rain chances are going to stay with us all weekend long, and we could see some locally heavy rain, and there's also severe potential with this as well. Now, before we get rolling here on this full report, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel's Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, but very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates. All right, let's roll into this update as we're looking okay for the moment there in Chattanooga, but you got some showers and thunderstorms that are likely to move on through here shortly with some showers and storms. And again, this is just round one. There's plenty of opportunities for more rain as we go through the weekend. Same goes over toward Helen, Georgia as well. I was getting some scattered showers and storms popping up there for this afternoon, and this will continue to be a repeat performance going into Saturday and Sunday and probably into early next week. And the good news with all this is we're at least going to get a little bit of a break from the stifling heat. Looking at the local radar again, looking at the line of showers and storms here, kind of moving in here from the west right now, getting ready to move into Chattanooga. You see one little severe thunderstorm warning there in northern Alabama. This line, as it's showing up on the models, is indicating it should be kind of weakening as it moves through, but we'll watch it closely as it comes into northwest Georgia. Looking at your current temperatures out there, it's warm and muggy, mostly into the 80s this afternoon. Some will get close to the 90s as well as we top out for your Friday. But the trend for the weekend, because of increased cloud and rain threat, obviously, is it to not be quite as hot outside the way it's tracking right now. Now, regional radar, here you go. As you can already see, we're getting some scattered showers and thunderstorms here across portions of Georgia. And here's this line right here. And again, this is just day one of multiple opportunities for rain that's going to go through the weekend. So I know some areas across North Georgia, for example, probably still need some additional rains from recent drought conditions. So definitely some good news in that department. Here's the satellite imagery as we're kind of seeing these showers and storms starting to blow up a little bit. This was an old MCS up toward Missouri that's kind of falling apart a little bit. But looks like, again, with the daytime heating, we're starting to bubble it up just a little bit. Here's your current watches and warnings right now. Just one warning up there across northern Alabama. Got a special weather statement there in Georgia. And we'll see if they add flood watch potentials here across North Georgia. It's possible that we might see that as the excessive rain threat is also continuing for that area as well. So again, this is the latest here from the weather prediction folks showing the excessive rain there in the yellow. That's a 15%. So, and again, this rain threat will be lingering all weekend long. So here you go, going into Saturday. You can see all of East Tennessee under the gun here. Sunday it backs off, but everybody's still looking at a low risk for some heavy rains. Continuing into Monday and then Tuesday. All right, starting to dry out just a little bit as we go toward Tuesday next week. So needless to say, we've got some pretty decent rain chances here, at least through Monday on the current forecast. So severe weather, that's also part of what's coming at us here. Again, you got that marginal risk level 1. That's what that green means here for everybody here for this afternoon. That's for your Friday. Now check out Saturday's day 2. All right, Chattanooga, you're in the level 2, slight risk. So we'll be watching for some gusty winds. Obviously, a lot of lightning with this as well, and some heavy rains as this moves on through. Day 3, everybody here is generally seeing a marginal level 1 risk for more severe weather. So the entire weekend has the opportunity to see an isolated severe thunderstorm or two. Nothing widespread, but again, not unusual to see that this time of year, especially with the summertime heat. So let's take a look at that latest model data here as we kind of got this looping on through here. Again, we're going to have waves of different opportunities for showers and thunderstorms that are going to be racing through the area here. So the timing might change just a little bit, but again, pretty good rain, pretty good coverage here as we go through the weekend. So again, just make sure you keep that umbrella handy and be ready for potential for some isolated severe weather, depending on the timing on when the storms kind of move on through. So just know that the later afternoon obviously is going to be the best opportunity when we're going to see some of these showers and storms move on through. Let me pause that right there. Let's take a look at the total rainfall here potential. This will take us right through Monday evening at 8 o'clock. So take you through the entire weekend. And as you can see, boy, we're getting some pretty good downpours. Good coverage here on this. And some locally heavy rains, obviously a possibility. Like 4 inches near Chattanooga. There's 7 inches over near Andrews. So again, we're going to be looking at some locally heavy rain. So again, if you're in a flood-prone area or if you come across a road that's briefly flooded, don't try to cross it, okay? It only takes about 12 inches of water moving water to move a car, by the way, so please be careful out there. Looking at your weather maps again, staying unsettled going into the weekend. That's how it's going to be, and that's going to linger into next week. And the temperatures are going to be running below normal, especially going into Monday next week before we see things return heating back up again as we dry out heading toward the middle and end of next week. So the forecast there for Chattanooga on Saturday, really almost the same for Sunday. 87, 73, good chance of showers and thunderstorms around. Your morning low is looking like this, mostly into the 70s here in the morning. And then as we go into your afternoon, let's go take a look at that as we go into the afternoon. Depending on the timing of the rains, again, 1 o'clock, 85 degrees, 84. You see the temperatures kind of cooling off there in the afternoon. So what I suspect is going to happen is you're going to hit your high temperature fairly early, noonish, 1 o'clock, and then scatter storms through the afternoon. That'll continue for both Saturday and Sunday. Regionally looking like this. Again, everybody here seeing the chances of thunderstorms in here. You see that its impact in there. Still kind of hot over there in the Carolinas just a bit for your Saturday, but at least we're not cracking 100 degrees. It's starting to slowly back off. There's still 100 degrees showing up there down in Savannah. Yikes, still pretty hot down that way. But again, the rain chances and cloud threat will definitely help in that department. Next 7 days, here we go. All right, elevated rain chances right through the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday are very similar. And then looking at 84 and still some rain on Tuesday. That may be early in the day there. And then we start to dry out. Look at the temperatures. They go right back up in the low 90s as we go into a Thursday and Friday as we kind of return to a more typical summertime pattern. You know, sunny, hot, isolated storm, that kind of thing going to next week. Now, with that severe weather around, showers and thunderstorms around, I want to go ahead and give you a free gift. How about this? Here's a free weather app for you. You can find it at the Apple Store and at Google Play. It's North Georgia Majestic Weather if you want to do a search, or you can scan the QR codes there and download this. Great weather app. It's going to alert you when there's rain approaching your area, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, a future cast. It gives you everything you need to keep the latest on any surprises from the summertime thunderstorms this year. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out. Hope you guys have a great and safe weekend. And if you're not yet a follower on the page, what you waiting for? Give us a follow there on Facebook and over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all our weather updates. All right, y'all, be good, stay safe, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back in here on Monday. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.